tonight becoming the first public transportation agency in the country to start testing for sleep apnea system-wide. That move more than 3 years after an engineer suffering from the sleep disorder crashed a speeding Metro-North train at Spuyten-Duyvil in the Bronx. 4 passengers were killed. The 7 on Your Side investigators have been raising this issue of sleep apnea since that crash. Tonight, Jim Hoffer still looking for answers, asking the head of the MTA a key question. So what took so long? Jim?
Well, 10 months ago, Governor Cuomo announced the MTA would be expanding their testing of Metro-North engineers to the Long Island Railroad. As of today, not a single LIRR engineer has been tested, but the agency did approve contracts today to 4 medical groups to begin screening of 20,000 workers.
It's the right thing to do to ensure the safety of our customers, our employees, and the public.
The MTA board today gave the go-ahead to start testing every commuter rail engineer and conductor, every subway train operator, and every bus driver for sleep apnea. The approval follows a pilot program that tested all Metro-North engineers following a deadly 2013 derailment. That crash killed 4 and injured dozens after the engineer fell asleep.
I was actually pinned into my spot, and I don't know how she ended up out there.
Linda Smith survived the derailment. Her sister, who was sitting next to her, did not. Although glad to hear that the MTA is expanding testing for the sleep disorder, she is angry that it has taken this long to do it.
I was floored when I heard that the LIRR hadn't tested anybody, because it's the MTA. That's all. You would think the MTA would do the same for everybody.
As we discovered after an LIRR train crashed at a Brooklyn station earlier this month, not a single Long Island Railroad engineer has been screened, something we asked the MTA chair about shortly after the board approval today to expand testing. Explain why it took more than 3 years to expand the sleep apnea program.
We want to make sure we do it right. Could we have done it faster? Possibly. We're the first to do it. We're the first to do it at this level of commitment, and there will be impacts, but it's the right action to take.
The MTA chair revealing today that he actually had sleep apnea, discovered after falling asleep while driving.
Immediately upon being diagnosed and being treated, I saw a difference in the quality of my life.
An MTA spokesman telling us they have no timeline for when the expanded screening will begin. And as we've reported earlier, testing found that 12% of all Metro-North engineers have the sleep disorder and are currently being treated. Bill?
What a story.